This visualization compares two conflicting outcomes of napping. On the left, habitual nappers show a 15 cubic centimeter brain volume increase, delaying aging by years. But on the right, naps exceeding 60 minutes increase all-cause mortality by 30% and cardiovascular disease by 34%. This video breaks down the science behind these extremes, how short naps restore cognition, why long naps are warnings, the ideal napping window, and habits for nighttime sleep. The difference between these two outcomes depends on whether napping is a deliberate, timed strategy or a desperate reaction to exhaustion. During a 15 to 30-minute nap, your nervous system shifts out of a chronic fight or flight state. This process triggers a release of serotonin and helps open constricted blood vessels, increasing blood flow to the brain. Because this window is too short to allow the brain to enter deep sleep, you avoid post-nap grogginess. Instead, the brain uses this time to process and store information, clearing out the metabolic buildup that causes afternoon cognitive fog. The UCL study suggests that this daily preservation of neural connections adds up. By shielding the brain from the cumulative stress of continuous wakefulness, regular short naps help maintain the physical structure and volume of the brain as it ages. A strategically timed short nap is an active method for maintaining brain reserve and cognitive sharpness over decades. The risks begin to mount at the 60-minute mark. As this timeline shows, once you exceed 30 minutes, the brain begins to descend into non-REM stage 3, a period of heavy, deep sleep that is difficult to wake from. Waking from this deep stage causes sleep inertia, a state of disorientation and cognitive fog. This creates a cycle. The deep daytime nap ruins your ability to fall asleep at night, leading to the exhaustion that makes a long nap feel necessary the next day. It is important to distinguish the nap from the cause. Medical researchers view an overwhelming need for long naps as a behavioral biomarker. It is often a symptom of underlying issues like systemic inflammation or early neurodegeneration that are already present in the body. A frequent long nap is a signal from the body that something deeper is biologically wrong. Your biological clock also dictates the health impact of a nap. Most people experience a natural dip in alertness around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, making the window between noon and 3 the safest time to rest without disrupting nighttime sleep. Napping later in the day reduces your sleep drive, the biological pressure needed to fall asleep at your actual bedtime. This shift can throw your entire circadian rhythm off track. Morning naps, taken between 9 and noon, carry the highest risk. Data shows a 30% increase in mortality for those who nap in the morning, as this type of fatigue often indicates severe sleep disturbances or high levels of systemic inflammation. The time of day you feel the need to sleep reveals whether your body is following a healthy rhythm or responding to a more serious biological deficit. If you find yourself needing morning naps or sleeping for over an hour during the day, it is worth discussing with a doctor. For a cognitive boost, use an alarm to keep your rest between 15 and 30 minutes and time it for the early afternoon. Effective napping requires a foundation of consistent nighttime sleep. According to the clock, you should maintain a fixed wake-up time, keep your bedroom between 15 and 19 degrees Celsius, and spend 6 minutes reading before bed to lower your stress levels. You can also use temperature and light to signal your brain. A hot bath 90 minutes before bed helps your core temperature drop afterward, while morning sunlight and a 3-hour gap between exercise and sleep help regulate your melatonin production. Finally, manage what you consume. Caffeine should stop by 2 in the afternoon to avoid interfering with your sleep cycles later. Avoid alcohol, which prevents the brain from reaching restorative REM sleep, and eat a light dinner early in the evening. To summarize the research, keep naps under 30 minutes, take them in the early afternoon, treat long or morning naps as medical warning signals, and prioritize nighttime sleep hygiene. By following these biological parameters, you can use napping as a deliberate tool to improve your alertness and protect your long-term health span.